before I got menstruation, breastfeed, tapos in-stop ko na lahat, as in, kasi syempre, when you're breastfeeding,
And during the time when I got pregnant, I also realized that, oh, actually, we've been taking PPARs. So, because I've read and heard that PPARS helps with cell repairs, it strengthens your body, it's high in antioxidants and all that. You know, I really think that that contributed for us to have a healthy pregnancy. And yeah, that's what I also took during that time. After I have given birth, I really had difficulty because I had emergency CS. So, but after, on the third day onwards, I was actually feeling better. After giving birth, we're gifted with PPAR, so praise God, and that has helped me a lot because they said that the hormonal changes don't just happen during pregnancy and even after pregnancy. So we started taking PPARs also, and I know mommies who have given birth, I know you can relate to this. You have experienced constipation before birth. When you have given birth, it becomes like more. It gets to the next level of constipation. So I'm glad I was able to take, and I was introduced to Cleansing Plus of Simply Nature even before pregnancy. So when I experienced all this constipation, when I took Cleansing Plus, it has helped me with my regular bowel movements and to be able to release easier and faster. When I felt constipated, because it's true, even after you have given birth, if you're already constipated, it's like it's gonna go to the next level of constipation. I don't know how it happened, but when I read about it, it's all because of the hormonal changes that happens in our body, and our body adjusting and healing. So it's going through a lot. It has helped me because especially if you have given birth, whether that's normal delivery or you had cesarean, you're not really allowed to put pressure when you're about to go. So you're not allowed to push. So the Cleansing Plus really helps, no, for you to be able to release, better and easier. What has helped me in this pregnancy journey and even before that and even after is that I was taking PPARs. My husband and I were taking PPARS tablets. So that has helped me with, of course, the hormonal imbalances. It has helped us to regulate, and it has given us more energy and have healthier bodies. So it has no contraindication, so that could also help you. So you may try on your own and test it for yourself. Hi! I'm Essential, and here's my son, Ethan Kairos. So I had an amazing pregnancy journey and recovery with the help of Simply Nature PPARS. Thank you, Simply Nature. We love you.
Melinda C. Hispano. Ako po ay na-diagnose ng stage 2B breast cancer, and I'm from Muntinlupa City. I'm public school teacher. Nung nalaman ko na na-diagnose ako ng breast cancer, syempre may devastated po. And of course, the whole family, parang our world, no, falls apart, no, sobrang down. There is no symptoms. I just felt the lump, dalawang lump siya sa right breast, and I was not really going for a check-up sa lumps. I was, magpapa-check up ako sa OB-GYN ko. And I was advised to go to the surgeon kaagad. So, after ng operation, I was asked to go to oncologist. Protocol is to have 8 cycles of chemo and 33 radiation. When I was on the hospital, sa aking bed, browsing through Facebook, I saw the face of Dr. Jansen. Ano po, sabi niya, makakatulong po sa mga chemo patient. Nature PPARS. So, you will try the demonstration. PPAR powder, saka tablet. So, at first, I was hesitant kasi very mahal po siya. Pero, first chemo ko, taking PPARS, hindi po ako nahirapan. So I was expecting na yung mga nababasa ko, napapanood ko ng mga side effect of chemo. Hindi ko po siya naramdaman. So I was telling my family na parang maganda po yung I finished the whole 8 cycles without thanks Dr. PPAR. Kasi po, even my co-teachers, even my family, sabi po sa akin, hindi ka mukhang may sakit. So that must be a blessing from up high there, no? That I was able to meet doctors, I was able to take. So I just ordered 6 ngayong May. So that would last for ilang months. My latest ultrasound, fixed pa din po siya. No calcification or anything. So I thank God for that. Ang papayo ko po sa mga pasyente po na katulad ko, go to the right doctor, no? You pray for the right doctor. Kasi ako pinray ko lang para bigyan kayo ng the right supplements and para yung journey nyo, yung very successful. Kaya nga sabi ko, during my PPAR journey, sabi ko sa sarili ko na Simple Nature, which is PPAR. I'm a public school teacher, cancer. Upon knowing my situation, it was really a very devastating event. I was advised to do 8 cycles of chemotherapy and natatakot ako dun sa chemotherapy. But with the help of Simple Nature, na-surpass ko, nakatulong po sa akin. It's a big help. Lahat po ng side effects ng chemo, hindi ko po naramdaman. So, I'm very, very thankful to Simple Nature. nature because it really helps me a lot, and ang feeling ko I'm a very successful chemo patient because of Simply Nature. I trust Simply Nature.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Simply Healed Webinar. I'm Sheila, and we're truly grateful to have you with us tonight. This program is proudly brought to you through the continued collaboration of Simply Nature International and Simply Healed Medical Group, united by a shared mission to support healing through education and science-guided care. Simply Nature is an international distributor of nutraceuticals derived from a unique strain of high-grade microalgae known as PPARS. Supported by scientific research, PPAR-based nutrition has been studied for its role in supporting patients during cancer care, promoting metabolic balance, and contributing to overall cellular and immune health, including conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Most people think healing begins when the disease is gone. But for the body, healing begins much earlier, when it no longer feels like it's fighting for survival. If you've been living with chronic illness, cancer, or long-term stress, your body may have been in survival mode for a long time. In that state, inflammation stays switched on, not because the body is broken, but because it's trying to protect you. Today, we're talking about the journey from survival to stability and why lowering inflammation is not about shutting the body down, but helping it return to balance. Inflammation itself is not the enemy. It is one of the body's most intelligent defense systems. The challenge begins when inflammation doesn't know how to turn off. Long-term illness, treatments, emotional stress, poor sleep, and metabolic strain all send the same message to the body: stay alert. Over time, this constant inflammation state drains energy, slows repair, and keeps the body stuck in defense instead of recovery. This is why many patients say, treatment is over, but I still feel weak. My results are stable, but my body doesn't feel stable. Stability begins when the body receives consistent signals of safety. This includes calming immune overactivation, supporting metabolic balance, and gently guiding the body's internal pathways back towards regulation. One important group of pathways involved in this process is known as PPAR pathways, natural cellular switches that help the body regulate inflammation, energy use, and repair. This is where nutritional support such as Simply Nature PPARs may play a role, not by forcing the body to heal, but by supporting these regulatory pathways so inflammation can quiet naturally and appropriately. True recovery is rarely dramatic. It's steady, it's quiet, and it's deeply intelligent. Lowering inflammation is not about suppression. It's about regulation, consistency, and long-term cellular support. And when body finds stability, healing stops being something you chase. It becomes something your body naturally remembers how to do. The intention of this webinar is to make sure we answer more questions coming from all of you for us to be able to empower you even more in your health journeys. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Leading tonight's AMA or Ask Me Anything portion is our highly respected health experts. First, it's an honor to introduce Dr. Jansen Calalan, a graduate of St. Luke's College of Medicine and diplomat of both International Board of Lifestyle Medicine and Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine. currently serving as a consultant at renowned institutions, including Alta Integrative Medicine and Wellness Complex and Perpetual Health Medical Center Las Piñas, Tree of Life Wellness Center, Centro Holistico, and Simply Health Medical Group, where he practices integrative oncology. He will be joined by a successful entrepreneur and seasoned international speaker who brings deep insight into personal health and success. He is the CEO and founding director of Simply Nature International and our PPARS expert from Singapore, Mr. Shyan Lim. Good evening, Doc Jansen. Good evening, Sir Shyan.
Good evening, Sheila. Good evening, Doc.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. All right, let's go.
Right on, right on. Okay, spot on. Now, the first question that we have here, I just want to say it's nice to have you back. I know, sir, you're back in Singapore. We miss you already. So
Oh, thank you, thank you. I had a great catch up with Doc Jansen and Dr. Grace as well. So it was wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Sir Shyan. Thank you, Dr. Jansen. Okay, let's start off. Coming from one of our questions from YouTube, Miss Loriana, her question is, can people with gallstones take PPARs? Can it help?
Yeah, it's okay. It won't harm.
Yeah.
It won't harm.
It will help with your metabolic syndromes, but it won't get rid of your gallstone. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Okay, for the next question coming from Miss Zenaida. Okay. Oh, it's a patient from Miss Jen. Miss Jen, when is the best time to take PPARS tablet powder or a patient undergoing radiation therapy every day for 1.5 months? Ooh.
Wow. every
Okay,
day.
so this is when you should not be taking PPARs together with the radiation therapy because they will counter each other. Actually, rather the radiation therapy will eradicate the PPARs. Okay, so radiation therapy kills cancer by way of oxidative stress and by way of inflammation. So, PPARS, on the other hand, is a product that is very rich in antioxidants. So, if a product is rich in antioxidants, it's largely it contributes anti-inflammatory effects. So, you see there, they're quite opposite, no? So, the role of PPARS for this matter, for a patient undergoing radiation therapy, would be for recovery and to reduce fatigue. So, for me, the best time to take PPARS if a patient's undergoing radiation therapy is after the radiation therapy session. Do not, so this is not unique to PPARS as well. It's also unique, this also includes all supplements with antioxidants. Okay? All vitamins with antioxidants as well. So that would include your vitamin C, vitamin E, yeah. So those two are antioxidants. No, so yeah.
So what you're saying is that let's say the patient's appointment for his radiation is 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So he can take it at 12 noon, something like that.
No. At least 6 hours.
6 hours, all right. After.
Yeah, at least 6 hours after you finish the radiation therapy
Why,
session.
why 6 hours, Doc?
6 hours is just a ballpark figure.
Okay.
So the body
to separate the
yeah. So
after
because after radiation therapy, there would still be residual inflammation inside your body. So you would not want to interfere immediately with that inflammation and with that oxidative stress brought about by the radiation therapy because that is still killing the cancer. The cancer cells.
So this changes my understanding. I thought the cancer is being killed during the radiation treatment and then it stops after that. So there is some residual
yes,
residual killing of the hurting of the cancer tumor.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So 6 hours.
I haven't seen any study yet that shows how long after radiation therapy that it still has anti-cancer effect, the radiation. But just to be safe,
6 hours.
I advise patients at least 4 to 6 hours after you finish the session. Then you can take the PPARS already. So I usually advise patients to take the PPARS in the evening when they're undergoing radiation therapy. So
all right. That makes sense.
That's the rule of thumb.
Yeah, and then you're going for a session again tomorrow. So you want to help the rest of your body recover as quickly as possible so that you are ready for your next session tomorrow. Wow, every
Yeah.
day. Sheila, just a question. When Dominic went for radiation, was it like every day as well, or it was broken up?
It was the schedule of the radiation facility was from Mondays to Fridays. Here's the thing,
Oh,
it was supposed to be only for around less than 30 days, but he needed to be extended because they needed to do the abdominal part as well. So it took 42
wow. So
days.
every day. Wow, that's tough. Okay. Okay, to our
Thank you. But
particular viewer, I pray that you will go through the radiation therapy well and that the PPARS will help you recover quickly, so that you can get ready for your next session the next day. Yeah.
yes, I just want to say, Doc Jansen was guiding us through during those
Oh,
times. Thank you,
okay. So
Doc
you asked the right
Jansen.
question, Dr. Johnson guided. And the good news is Dominic is in full remission past the 5-year mark. So we wish all the best to this particular viewer as well.
Thank you. Wait for our next. By the way, for those of you who wish to have a consult with Doc Jansen, simply type in how to consult. Our caring healthcare specialist will get in touch with you individually. All right, for our next question, coming from Mr. Ferdinand. Case or condition is stage 4 colon cancer. There is bleeding or frequent bleeding and always doing the blood transfusion because of the potassium. Has undergone 3 chemotherapy sessions, but the tumor isn't shrinking. He also has prostate enlargement and the right foot is swelling. Can PPARS help to put him back to the status that he can do chemotherapy once again?
Okay. Here's the thing, no. So the situation of the patient is not good. This kind of situation definitely has some underlying or very high inflammation, no, inside the body. So with the elevated inflammation, elevated inflammation plus the tumor itself, plus you underwent chemotherapy. So the chemotherapy also increases the inflammation inside the body. Number 4 is the patient is also there's some degree of malnourishment as well. So I would surmise that the patient would have decreased appetite as well. So this brings about some degree of malnutrition. So to help the patient recover or improve, no, it's very important that you decrease the inflammation immediately. Okay, so PPARs can help with that. And not only that, you would also have to make sure that the patient is getting adequate amounts of nutrition. So for this kind of patient, we cannot just rely on a general nutrition prescription already. It's very important that you see a dietitian, so the dietitian can compute and check if there is so the medical term is kakeksha, but essentially kakeksha is a situation wherein the patient's body is getting thinner and thinner. You are losing weight, and there is also some degree of muscle wasting. So with this kind of situation, then you would definitely need some nutritional correction. Now, if a dietitian prescribes you a meal plan, it's useless if you don't have appetite in the first place.
Yes,
So
that's a good point. That's a
yeah,
good point.
the appetite now is suppressed because of the inflammation. So PPARs can help reduce the inflammation, so you can somehow bring back your appetite again. There are also appetite stimulants in the market like Apebon, etc. Okay, that you can take together with PPARs to help improve the appetite. Okay, plus make sure that you're also getting the right amounts of nutrition based from the meal plan of a dietitian. So this is how you can help the patient recover nutritionally. And of course, once the patient is getting his appetite back and the patient is gaining some degree of weight, then you would have to make sure the patient is also have some degree of physical activity. So for physical activity, it should be limited to what the patient can do only, and it should be primarily the physical activity, the exercise should consist primarily of weight or resistance training, and then a little bit of cardio exercises, no? So that's how you help the patient recover. Now, here's the thing, no? Physical activity can be quite tricky, because how then do you weigh the fact that the patient is weak and then you're asking the patient to exercise? So
Yeah.
it's
Mm,
counterintuitive. It's
yeah.
counterintuitive. So however, here's the thing, no, if the patient remains physically inactive or sedentary, the patient's body will be deconditioned. So the patient will get weaker and weaker and weaker. So
Mm.
then you're now in a vicious cycle. Okay, so at some point, no, this cycle has to be stopped. So you really have to be able to gain some degree of exercise or physical activity. So the best specialist to help you with that would be a rehabilitation medicine physician, to create an exercise program, and then you have a physical therapist help you execute that exercise program. Yeah, so that's essentially how you can help manage or help bring back the patient gain back his or her strength. Now, the most tricky part here is lowering the inflammation and make sure that the tumor burden goes down. So the comment also says underwent 3 sessions of chemotherapy, but the tumor size did not decrease. So it seems that there is also some degree of resistance of the cancer from the
Mm.
treatment. Now, here's the thing, no, everybody. No reaction or no change in size doesn't mean that the treatment was ineffective.
This is so good because
Mm,
the cancer could have
mm,
grown bigger, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Jansen?
mhm.
Yes. So the natural course of cancer would be the tumor growing in size and creating other headquarters, other
Mm.
branches, so to speak. No?
Mm.
So um if the chemotherapy was able to maintain the status quo, that is a treatment response. And
Wow.
I would assume that that is a positive treatment response. Okay,
Mm.
because again, the natural course of cancer is for the tumor to grow in size and to create branches elsewhere. Okay? So, it's just that, well, it's just 3 sessions of chemo. So, yeah, guess what? Um the outcome or the desired outcome is still not we're not able to achieve yet the desired outcome, because yeah, guess what, the treatment is half baked, right? You just
Mm.
underwent 3 sessions. So now what we can do here, so this is my part as an integrative oncology practitioner.
Mm.
So my part would now be to help lessen the treatment resistance of the cancer to the chemo. So
Mm.
there are various ways we can do that. um we usually personally I use some medications that I repurpose, then some polyphenols that I use, no, to help lower the resistance of the tumor to treatment. But essentially that's what you have to do. That's what I would do if I am faced with this kind of patient. Yeah.
I just want to add to what Dr. Johnson has said, that, sometimes patients say, oh, the treatment's not working because my cancer tumor is not shrinking. So I always like to give this simple example. If you are traveling down ETSA and you went the wrong way, all right. So you first have to slow down. You have to U-turn before you turn back the right direction. So as Doc Johnson said, if your cancer is not growing bigger, it's not spreading as fast. It could still be spreading, but it could still be growing, but it's growing slower than before. So it's just like your car, right? You have to slow down before you make the U-turn, and then you start to head the other direction. So I guess but I understand how you feel, right? I mean, you're going through cancer. You want to see the tumor shrink. So I understand how you feel. When we say this is to encourage you that what you're doing now is actually working, just that it's not working as fast as possible. And you can always have a consult with Doc Johnson to see what else you can do to make to turn the U-turn even faster so that your tumors start shrinking. Okay, so yeah, I think PPARS will really, really help the patient in this case. Doc Johnson always shares with me wonderful scenarios. And Doc Johnson, I remember the time we had dinner with Doc Jaime and his daughter. He was sharing how a 90-year-old man who had brain surgery and said with PPARS, the recovery was so fast that it was shocking, that it was really shocking, and the whole family was very excited. So here's a good example that your condition, you need to go for more treatments and you are feeling the effects. So this will help you recover, get strength, as well as help you fight the cancer itself. Okay, yeah. Sheila?
Yeah. Just want to add very quickly, if you may want to check out our testimonials. We have Miss Byrne who has stage 3 cancer before. And I remember in the video of the testimonial, she was really doing she was in the gym doing activities that are, not normally done by cancer patients. So I hope you get more encouraged. And of course, once again, you can have a consult with our doctor and Okay. All right. For our next question, coming from Miss Natalia San Jose. Hello, is PPARS good for ulcer? What can you recommend to cure my ulcer? I want to try your product.
I think it's stomach ulcer. Yeah, doc,
Ulcer, yeah.
doc, I can tell you last time, I mean, this one we really just do tablets because the product is alkaline. I don't know how to, I mean, this is a statement that I hear from many health supplements. And people who take ulcer do feel the pain. It does help also. But Doc, I want to hear from you. What do you think? And how would you help a person with stomach ulcers? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just for the person who commented, though, this is not a treatment recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Very smart.
Ultimately, I have to see you
Mm.
before I, for a prescription to really treat, no. But for a person who have stomach ulcers, so usually we have to find the root cause first. What is causing the ulcer and go for that. So the triggers for hyperacidity leading to ulcers would be stress. It can be stress induced. Number 2 would be infection, H. pylori infection. Number 3, it could be certain foods, no, that would have triggered the hyperacidity, repeated hyperacidity leading to ulcerations. Alcohol consumption can also lead to ulcer. Certain medications, long time use of aspirin, for example, or long-term use of NSAIDs. So NSAIDs is a class of drug that includes mefenamic acid, ibuprofen, diclofenac. These medications, no, along those lines. So for supplements, well, you have to actually listen to your body. There's no specific supplement for this, no. But PPARS, it would definitely help because PPARS can help hasten healing of the body. It stimulates the pathways of regenerative pathways of the body. So in that sense, PPARS can help. But ultimately, to cure the ulcer, of course, we have to find out what the root cause is. And usually for the treatment for ulcers, no, is to make sure that the acid production of the stomach is inhibited first so that the stomach lining can recover. And then of course, no, the stomach lining recovering would be a matter of knowing what the root cause is, because if it's an infection, then you would need antibiotics to eradicate the infection. Then once the infection is gone, you can take medications to help your body regain that stomach defense, no, against the acid. So that's the idea. So that's the gist. Okay.
Yep. Nothing to add. I would definitely just suggest the tablets. Take 10 micro tablets twice a day and see how your body reacts to it and how it helps in your healing process. Don't be surprised if you first take it, you might have some reaction, right? Just don't be surprised. Then lower the dosage to maybe 5 micro tablets and then build it back up again.
Doc, just a follow-up question. Would the cleansing plus be applicable as well
Oh,
for
yeah,
all
doc,
those stomach ulcers?
for people with stomach ulcers, should they take fibers?
Gut health.
Fiber, yeah, definitely, because
Okay.
fiber forms a gel.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's quite
Mm.
gentle. It's not like it's like a rough fiber, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But again, you have to listen to your body, because
Okay.
our every person would react differently to certain products. So
Mm.
yeah, it's really a very difficult to generalize a recommendation of, especially for stomach ulcers. But fiber should help. But again, if you take a fiber supplement, you have to listen to your body. If it's triggering the stomach pains, then you have to stop,
Yeah.
of course, right?
Yeah, yeah. So again, for the person who asked this question, perhaps go for a consult with Dr. Jansen. All right. Yeah.
Agree. Yep, you can simply type in, or don't worry, our HCS or healthcare specialist will get in touch with you. Okay, for our next question, it's interesting because the patient, Miss Virginia said she knows that the soft gel capsule is for diabetic. So the question is, does a cancer patient need to take the soft gel capsule on top of the vial if the patient also has cancer?
Oh no, 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 no. I think no, no, you don't. If you are on liquid vials, right? Liquid vials, the other product that you want to complement with will be the tablets. The soft gel, so it's always like this: soft gel with tablet, powder with tablet, liquid with tablet. Because your powder is a stronger version of the soft gel, and your liquid is a stronger version of the powder. So if you're already taking the liquid, you really don't need to take the soft gel. The only scenario I can think of, and maybe Doc Johnson might have even used with his clients, is when clients are trying to manage their finances. So, for example, they were on a protocol where they're taking 2 vials a day, right? And since they financially cannot manage 2 vials a day, they may be taking 1 vial in the morning and then 2 scoops of powder in the afternoon and evening. This is more like to manage their finances, right? Because they cannot afford to take 2 vials a day. But if you are talking about if you're already taking the liquid, you wouldn't need to take the powder because the liquid is stronger than the powder. And if you're taking the powder, you don't need to take the soft gel because the powder is stronger than the soft gel. So of course, if you're taking the liquid, you don't need to take the soft gel. Now the tablets are different. The tablets provide the nutrition that works together with the extracts. All right, so that's why it's always paired this way. I hope that clarifies.
Thank you, Sir Sean. Okay, next interesting question coming from Miss Ross Rocks. Okay. Is it natural for me to sometimes feel very uh bad and because I feel so nervous? The condition or the health concerns is hypertension, prostate, cholesterol, but he already started taking the PPARS plus.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh,
Ah.
I don't know what to answer with this question.
I'll try. Then Doc, you. Okay, you're taking PPARS Plus tablets, right? It's gonna take some time. If you're feeling terrible, it's probably because you're aware of your situation, and sometimes that does affect your mood as well. So I just want to say, cheer up. Cheer up is working. You're already taking action. Give it some time. All right, just give it some time. How long? 1 month. 1 month. All right. Doc, what advice do you have?
Uh, I have to see the person,
Yeah,
really,
true. Yeah, it's
because
hard
all
for
this
us.
so vague.
So vague. But I can share. I had hypertension. The doc knows this because and I was not feeling good, feeling down because it's not something pleasant and I know too much. So if you have hypertension for too long and I was having hypertension for more than a year, I was worried it was going to affect my kidneys, right? So I went for a GFA test. So I was really occupied with a lot of concerns every time I slowed down and had time to actually think about, oh, how is my body doing? So number one, I want to tell you what happened to me. I was scaring myself. At the end of the day, when I went to do all my GFA tests, everything, kidneys healthy, everything's fine. I was taking PPARS. The reason why I still have hypertension and Dr. Johnson will scold me is because I only sleep 4 hours a day. And no matter what supplements you take, if you are only sleeping 4 hours a day, you're gonna have hypertension. So I needed to I needed to sleep. So doc, for the good news is in Singapore, I don't wake up at 4 a.m. anymore. Maybe I'm far away from all my stuff. That's why. I I actually wake up at 8:30, which is in Philippines never. Even if I sleep at 1 a.m., I will wake up at 4:30 and 5 a.m. So yeah, okay. So back to the next question, Sheila. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, well, she has a follow-up question.
Okay, she has a
And the
follow-up question.
question
That's
is,
good.
yeah, can she take PPARs together with spirulina?
Okay, I will tell you, you don't need to lung because the two are the same. Can you? The answer is yes, you can. Okay. Do you need to? The answer is
Mhm.
no, you don't. Because the PPARS is the king of microalgae. If you're taking PPAR tablets, you
Mhm.
don't have to take spirulina. But if you already bought spirulina, it's in your cabinet, and you are thinking to yourself, sayang, I'm taking liquid. Can I take the spirulina as well? Sayang, right? Yes, you can. Okay, but I will always advise, since you're taking something that wasn't designed to take together. All right, that means if you take your tablets, you can take it with the liquid, no problem. All right. So the spirulina, just I guess give half an hour, 45-minute break in between. Okay. But yeah, if you don't want to sayang your spirulina and you already bought ahead, okay, there is no for good brands. Okay, here's another thing I have to be careful. Okay. When you buy supplements, especially for spirulina, you want to make sure you buy a very good brand, a very reputable brand. Cheap is not good, okay? Cheap is not good when it comes to spirulina because spirulina has to have high quality control. Has to have high quality control because if you buy some cheap spirulina from like some Cambodia or something like that, it can be contaminated. All right. So one of the common contaminations one of the concerns when you're taking contaminated spirulina is it can be a neurotoxin. But that is rare. Again, if you buy a major brand, like for example, um, big company brands, it's fine. Okay, you can. Okay. So I just want to take note because I've been in this industry for a long time. So there are some fly by night when it comes to spirulina. Uh, don't buy cheap spirulina. Always buy good brands, quality brand. Is it a good supplement? It is a very good supplement, okay? I want to share with you. Spirulina, chlorella, and Simply Nature PPAR tablets, they're all fantastic. Okay. But when you buy superfoods, please buy strong brands, brands that are very credible because yeah. Yeah. That's it. Sorry. Yes, you can take.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sir Shan. Thank you, Dr. Jansen. Okay. Another question from to us privately by Miss Jean. Which is more effective? All 20 tablets before breakfast or 10 tablets behind it?
Oh, that's an interesting question. We haven't done a study on that lung. Okay, if you are sick, if you are ill, then perhaps splitting it up might be better because then you get the action throughout a longer period. But if you're a healthy individual, I don't think it is a big difference. Yeah. I will tell you what I do. I'm not sick. So I take a super mouthful every day, one shot. When I am not feeling well, when I feel I'm not feeling well, I actually take more times throughout the day. Does that make sense? Okay. How I will ask you, is it when you want to fight flu, do you take one jug of orange juice at one shot? Is it better? Or do you drink orange juice 1 cup, 3 cups, 1 cup 3 times a day? Which do you think will work better for you? So the tablets is also very natural like that. So I think same logic. But when you're healthy, it's fine, right? You drink the whole jug of orange juice in the morning because you enjoy drinking orange juice. Yeah. I hope that
Thank you, Sir
answers
Van.
the
Doc
question.
Jansen?
Yeah, Dr. Jansen, do you have any?
Okay. Yeah, same no. Well, we all depend on Simply Nature to, advise if there are new studies that came out,
Yeah.
which can change our recommendations as doctors. But here's how I do it.
Okay.
I base it on practicality and your
Mm.
body's reaction. So
Okay,
if you
okay.
are someone who has GI reactions, gastrointestinal reactions, by taking 20, then you can half it, no? Go 10-10 instead of 20-0.
Mm.
Okay?
Oh,
Um, so that's one. Another thing is if you are taking other medications, other supplements. So I tend to advise patients to take PPARS alone and not mix it
yeah.
with any other thing.
Same here, same here.
Because algae are binders. So we won't know what they bind with, if you mix them with your other supplements and other things. So that's also one thing that I look into. So practicality. Yeah, that's very important if you are someone who's taking many other things.
Yep.
Thank you, Doc. I totally agree with Doc Jansen that you have to base it with your reaction because we have some patients when they after taking the PPARs they feel sleepy. Some patients they feel so energetic. So it really depends. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Sir Han. All right. Next question, turn to us privately. Okay. Coming from Miss Angeline. Can I use the powder form if I have mouth ulcer? Is it
Oh,
painful to
yes.
take
No,
sublingually?
actually it's good. It will actually help your mouth ulcers recover. It's a really expensive way to help mouth ulcer recover. But you are saying that you happen to have mouth ulcers and then you are probably taking a PPAR powder for something else. So I'm just sharing with you that yeah, it helps with the healing. Yeah. So no issues.
Yeah. Thank you. Doc Jansen?
My answer is the same as the last one. I mean,
You
you
don't
have to
observe.
listen to your body and see how it reacts because there are some patients where they get irritated with the powder and they really can't tolerate it. So listen to your body. I mean, you can try if it helps with the ulcer, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't.
Doc, I want to share with you.
Thank you.
We have we have actually had this is it's crazy. It's really crazy. So and here I don't want any viewer to try because we never tested this. I'm just sharing, hoping to ask Doc Johnson. So last time we had someone head had whose head had some disease. It looked as if the Last of Us, the series called The Last of Us. No, okay, never mind. It looks like the person has a mushroom growing up out of their head, and then it's like open. It's like the skull exploded, and then there's a open wound, and then it's always with pus, always with pus. Couldn't get the wound to heal because it's always pussy, right, on the head. So someone actually crushed I have no idea why they would even do this. Like they actually crushed the tablets, right, and then sprinkle the powder on top, and the wound actually dry up and scab up, and then the wound started to heal because the scabs started to form. Is there any explanation that you can think of, or don't even want to try?
I don't know. I mean, we need more studies
Yeah,
with PPARS
I
and its
was just,
amazing effects. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm just wondering, why that would happen. Okay, yeah, sorry, that was a diversion. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Sam. I just thought, it came out. I said maybe can ask Dr. Johnson. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I think Doc would want to say, oh, don't self-medicate and of course follow. Still your Doc.
Okay, wait.
All right, thank you, Sir Fan.
Someone
Yes, sir.
asked, can you say that spirulina from Healthy Options
Mm.
is good? It should be, right? They're a very reputable store. Yeah. Uh, And if you look at their products, if it's labeled clearly, I think if I'm not wrong, I saw the spirulinas in healthy options. Most of them come from the US. I think the US in general have pretty strict FDA compliance. So it should be, yeah, safe. I'm just worried, Okay, here for everyone. I'm just worried. There are people who go to like, some people are so natural that they will actually buy products where a person says, I grew this spirulina in my own farm. And then they pack it like very natural. Like, you go to, for example, Baguio, you will buy what's that? Ube spread.
That's
What's that?
very delicious. That
Yeah,
ube.
the
Ube
ube spread.
halaya.
What's that?
Ube jam.
Yeah, it's called Hamalaya or something like that,
Yes.
right? Yeah, something like that.
Halaya.
Halaya.
Ube halaya.
So
That's very delicious.
very delicious. But what if you go Baguio, they have just the jar, no brand. It's like people make it in their own house, diba? And then they sell it along the road, right? So there are actually places where you can buy, like, people grow their own spirulina in their pond or something, and then they pack it, and then they tell you it's very natural. I will tell you right now, okay? Me knowing algae, there are many poisonous types of algae. So don't ever buy those type, right? But for I am blessed, you're asking when you buy, the person who asked, yeah, they bought for healthy options. These are American companies, produced properly, grown properly. Yeah, those are okay, very good, safe. Continue. But I will just tell you that PPAR tablets is better than spirulina. But finish your spirulina that you bought lah. Okay.
Thank you. I do hope that our viewers appreciate the honesty that's coming from our experts tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, for our next question coming from Ms. Gracia Shapno, her question is, can PPARs help shrink the mass? Please advise how many scoops of PPARs do I have to give for a Hodgkin lymphoma stage 2 cancer patient?
Oh, okay. We go with the protocol. We won't guarantee that you'll shrink the mass. All right. So that depends on many conditions. Will it help you? Definitely, it will help you. Dr. Johnson, what would you recommend for your patients?
Yeah,
who go
so
for chemo?
I will only discuss what I do, no? What I do.
Yeah.
So this is definitely not what other doctors do, or it doesn't reflect what Simply Nature advice, no? What if I'm using powder for a patient with a cancer diagnosis, I always advise 3 scoops 3 times a day. Scoops 3 times a day. So 9 scoops a day. Reason is I want sufficient dose or sufficient press against the cancer or your genes, no? Every single hour. So that's why it's 3 scoops. Previously I did prescribe 5 scoops, no, for my old time patients who are here, who are listening. So why did I change from 5 to 3? Because some patients are actually complaining that it takes a very long time for them to dissolve the powder if it's 5 scoops.
Okay.
So I reduced to 3. Some patients I even advise 2 scoops 4 times a day or 5 times a day.
Instead
Yeah,
5 times.
4 to 5 times. Yeah. So every now and then they would take 2 scoops under the tongue. So that's how I use it. That's how I use it. And I always advise them to take PPARS powder last. After they take everything, after they eat, after they take all other supplements that they need to take, then the last would be the PPARS powder, because it's powdered. You have to dissolve it under your tongue. It takes a while. Okay, it's just for practicality's sake, so you get in everything that you need to be in your body before you take the PPARS powder. Okay. Now, for a person, for the other question, can it shrink the tumor? PPARs should always be used with other ingredients. So it should be in a protocol and not used alone. Okay? So this is for cancer. For benign tumors, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. Yeah, so for a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma patient, how I would use PPARS is I would include it as a foundational protocol. So it's a core product. You have to take it throughout the year, throughout your treatment. Okay, so what it does is it can help induce apoptosis, or cell death, no, programmed cell death to the cancer cell. It can also help mitigate the spread or the growth or cell division of the cancer. So there are genes that presses on the gas to make the cancer cells divide. So the PPARs can help reduce that pressure on the gas pedal. It can also help restore the brakes. So cell division can, or cancer cell division can slow down. Okay, so I'll repeat that. No, it can help restore the brakes on the cancer cell division. So it activates those genes. So this is why it should be a part of a protocol, because even though we have proof of concept, a lot of clinical studies which shows that PPAR agonists, no, specifically alpha and gamma, which is what is contained inside the PPAR extracts,
Mm.
it still should be included in other in a protocol, because this only addresses part of the cancer's issues, why cancer is there in the first place and why cancer continues to proliferate.
Mm.
So that's how I would use it. And you have to be careful, because again, PPARs, so Simply Nature PPARs, the products PPAR agonist is sourced from algae. So algae is a binder. So it should be taken together with any other thing. And number two, it is a powerful antioxidant. So it cannot be used together with therapies or substances that uses oxidative stress to kill cancer, because now you have something with antioxidants that will help protect the cancer. Okay? So that's how I would use it. Mm.
I want to add to what Dr. Jansen shared. I mean, or rather reiterate, when you treat cancer, really, it should never be a one magic approach. One bullet. It should be, as Dr. Jansen said, a protocol. The protocol could be as simple as, let's say, PPARS plus lifestyle medicine. So for example, Dr. Johan would use very specific, okay, to the point that the patient has to stay with him, or he will stay with the patient, right, cooking their meals, right? So PPARS is not the only thing you do. Then you live a not you don't do anything else. You don't manage your lifestyle. You don't do anything alone. No, that's a wrong way to go and treat your cancer. So your cancer should always be a protocol. For your information, even when you take chemotherapy drugs, it's usually a cocktail of chemotherapy drugs. It's not just one, right? So you can, even a doctor doesn't use one drug to treat your cancer. So do remember this. Yeah, I just want us to have the right mindset.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Sir Sean. Okay. For our next question, coming from Miss Lelaine Gasman. Okay. If I'm about to go on chemotherapy, what is advisable to take? Right on that.
Yeah, it is okay. It is okay, because again, chemotherapy it's an oxidative therapy, no. It uses oxidative stress and inflammation to kill cancer cells. So definitely you would have side effects, no, if you're gonna go for chemotherapy. Now, what you would want is for you to be able to finish all the cycles that the oncologist prescribed, and for you to be able to recover faster, no, in between the cycles. So that's where PPARs would come in, because PPARs, again, it has very strong antioxidants. It can help lower inflammation. It can also help protect your bone marrow from the harmful effects of the chemotherapy. So, but the thing is here, no, and this has been an advice that I changed, no, through the years that we've been doing this. Now I always tell patients not to mix PPARs together with chemo. I always advise them to take PPARs away from when they would get their chemotherapy session. So this is for you to be able to get the full effect of the chemotherapy. And so the chemotherapy won't interfere with the PPARs, or the PPARs won't interfere with the chemotherapy effect by, being an antioxidant. So that's how I usually advise. Now, how long do you space chemotherapy and the PPARs? It depends on the chemotherapy drug that the onco is prescribing. So I calculate for the half-life. So yeah, these are adjustments that we have to make, no, when you're undergoing chemo.
Okay. Just to clarify for everyone, because I've this one I always clarify. When Dr. Hansen say don't take together, what he means is don't take together as in put into your mouth at the same time. And when he says calculate, he will calculate, like for example, if you had chemo session this morning, how many hours before you take your Simply Nature PPARS. So yes, PPARS is very good to go together with chemotherapy. Work together, but because you careful how it works together with chemotherapy in a protocol to minimize the damage of chemotherapy and keep you strong, right? And to also assist you in your fight against cancer. However, we don't put the two things into your mouth at the same time. Neither do you PPARS and then put the injectable at the same time. That's what it means, all right? You just have to figure out within the same day or 2 days what's the distance between you taking the chemo or going for your chemo IV and then actually taking PPARS. All right.
Thank you. I hope you were listening earlier on how Dr. Johnson was, explaining how PPARS can work out with your cancer. So it's very advisable. Okay. All right. I guess this would be our last question for tonight. A follow-up question from Ross. Okay. As we take your Simply Nature product, are there some foods to avoid? Or Doc, for me, I'd like to a very quick follow-up already. Are there foods that our patients could eat to heighten the effectivity of PPARs? Or are there
Heighten?
such kind?
I don't really know.
Okay. I can tell you, I also don't really know if there are any foods that we can take to heighten the effects of PPARS. But I can tell you what I will not take together in my PPARS lung. I won't take PPARS and drink coffee or tea. Right. That means, yeah, there are times people, especially like let's say kids, they actually ask, say, can I mix my PPARS with Yakult, with juice? Can I drink it with juice and things like that? Water is always the best, but I will never take, not only PPARS, I will never take any tonics, any herbals together with coffee or tea. So that's just a big no-no. Okay, yeah.
Thank you. I think it answered a little bit or partial question of our pahabol question coming from Miss Mary, because her question is PPARs can be used with ozone therapy and other juices like turmeric, ginger, and alkaline water. Some parts it has been answered, but how about ozone therapy, Dr. Anson?
Yeah.
Ozone therapy is a therapy that uses oxidative stress. So if you take PPARs first or any antioxidant, then you go for ozone therapy. The ozone therapy will eradicate the antioxidant in your blood. You won't get the benefit of the ozone therapy.
How do you spread it?
Okay, so we don't. So if you're gonna undergo ozone therapy, you cannot be taking any antioxidant before the ozone, because if you by mistake, before, okay, by mistake, if you've taken antioxidants before ozone therapy, then we have to wait at least 4 to 6 hours
before
then
you take your
undergo
ozone therapy. Yeah.
This is for the body to wash out the antioxidants that you have taken. Then
So if you have taken multivitamins half an hour before your appointment for ozone therapy, that is the wrong thing to do.
Yes, that's in our clinic at Alta Integrative and Tree of Life Wellness Center. So we use ozone therapy in those two
Very good, very
activities.
good. Yes.
We always advise patients, sir, ma'am, please do not take any antioxidants before your ozone therapy session. So by antioxidants, we mean vitamin C, especially vitamin C, because vitamin C is the antidote of ozone therapy.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
We actually ask our nurses who perform the ozone therapy on for the patients, no, to take vitamin C every single day because that's what's gonna protect them from
From the ozone
being
therapy because they're
exposed too much to
administering it.
ozone.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, what other antioxidants? So that would include your polyphenols. So any herbal supplements that claims that they're polyphenols. So that would include your PPARS, especially the PPARS Plus, because that has grape skin polyphenols,
Yeah, yeah.
resveratrol, right? Other things like your EGCG from green tea, from turmeric, the curcumin from turmeric. So those have antioxidants. So glutathione, so you cannot be taking those. Vitamin E as well, so you cannot be taking those. Now after you've so say for
Yes,
example, yeah,
after.
okay, you did not take
Yeah.
any antioxidants, you're good. You do the ozone therapy. How soon can you take your supplements? At least 4 to 6 hours after. So
Okay.
this is for you to experience the whole impact of the ozone therapy that you have just received.
Okay, so the rule of thumb is if you're going for ozone therapy, 6 hours before and 6 hours after, don't take any supplements, right? Because most supplements, you take supplements because they have antioxidants. Almost across the board, it's usually like that, right? So don't. So PPARS is also included in that category. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're clear.
Okay. So
Doc,
this is
I'm curious. Like,
yeah. Yes.
no,
Yes.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
curious. This ozone therapy, how long does it take for the patient to finish it? Is it 1 hour, 2 hours?
Yeah. Ozone therapy is it's an umbrella term, no, wherein we use ozone. We use ozone's therapeutic effects to treat certain health conditions. So that's ozone therapy. Under ozone therapy, there are various ways, various methods to do it. It can be done topically. It can be done, you can expose your blood directly to ozone. So that would be your IBU, minor autohemotherapy, major autohemotherapy, or your blood ozone. You can also insufflate ozone into your cavities. So your ears, you can do ozone
Wow.
ear insufflation. You can do rectal ozone insufflation.
Wow.
So that's rectal ozone insufflation. It can be also given through the vagina. But be
Wow.
careful. Ozone cannot be inhaled. It should not be inhaled. That's
Wow.
a major red flag, no? Because the ozone will irritate your respiratory tract, then that will cause coughing.
Yeah, yeah. It can
Okay?
also damage your lungs, right?
It can because the respiratory tract has minimal antioxidants that protects it, but the other crevices are okay. So that's the only thing about this ozone. It cannot be inhaled. It cannot be inhaled. Okay.
Thank you, Doc. Okay,
So, I,
I'm sorry.
so
I'm
I
sorry. Go
think
ahead, sir.
I think some of our viewers who are new to us, you will notice that we here we will answer very positively to the use of chemotherapy, radiation therapy, surgery, but at the same time, Dr. Johnson will and I will also share about very interesting developments or alternative approaches to health, including things like ozone therapy. I will sometimes talk about TCM, acupuncture. So just for our new viewers in 2026, who are we, me and Dr. Johnson? How come we usually, okay, so here it is. We are focused on you, right? We are not focused on our approaches, right? So for example, a TCM always wants to defend traditional Chinese medicine. It's the best. It's always the best. Oncologists will say, chemotherapy, oncology is the best. All right. And then a naturopathic will say, natural is the best. Me and Dr. Johnson will say, we are looking for what's best for your condition. Okay. So what we do is we apply our brains, okay? We apply our education, we apply our intellect, okay? Especially for Doc Johnson, he's a fully trained graduated from St. Luke's. Oh my goodness, right? He's a very smart man, a very smart doctor. We employ all our training, our background to assess every new thing that's out there, and of course to assess what has already been established. So How come oncologists won't say TCM is the best? Because in a way, their identity is oncology. Why would they be an oncologist if TCM is the best? Obviously, they chose the best, right? That's why they're oncologists. Why would a TCM say that oncology is the best? Obviously, he chose the best choice, which is TCM. Everybody will make their own choice the best. And that's why I know for many viewers out there, sometimes it's hard to get an objective answer. So here in our program in Simply Healed, me and Dr. Jansen and Sheila and everyone, we do our very best to keep you being the center. That means we are open to assess every type of treatment. We try to understand it. Does it make sense? Does it work? Yeah. So I had a wonderful conversation at dinner with Dr. Jansen. I was so encouraged. Dr. Jansen is so passionate. He is still passionate about this. And then he said something that is so wonderful. It moved it really encouraged me as well. Dr. Johnson honestly said, if there's one way we can treat a cancer patient without chemotherapy, that would be wonderful. But the fact is today, chemotherapy is really a viable and an option that has to be looked at. So you can see we have our personal preferences, right? We would hope, I think even our oncologists will hope that they don't, if they themselves have cancer, that they can find a natural way to solve it. But then we deal with realities because this is your life, it's real, right? So we try our best to give you the best option. So that's why on our program, you will hear us say yes to chemotherapy, yes to natural as well. But we will also give you more details. How do you use that in combination and why we think it works? All right. And it's a learning process, everyone. So as Dr. Johnson said, and I will also say, Dr. Johnson said even his protocols have changed throughout the years. So whatever we say today, with new discoveries, we'll share with you changes, that may be very different from what we said 2 years ago. So it's always a growing process. We're always looking for a better way for our cancer patients and all the patients that join this program. Yeah.
Sir, Dr. Johnson, just one more.
Yeah.
Final question.
Okay, last one.
Okay. Okay. Coming from, I am blessed again. So, question is, how many PPARS tablets should I take to support the production of the growth factors after a knee PRP injection?
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if there's any study
Correct.
indicating.
No.
I don't know. I really don't know. But there's no study behind this.
There's no study. I think Dr. Johnson will give his ballpark. I will give my ballpark. I will say 20 lang.
Yeah. I will base the amount of PPAR tablets to take based on your other health conditions or other health issues. So I would base it there. And probably if you had a knee PRP injection, I will not use tablets. I will use extracts. So the soft gel.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, because this is the reason, no, you want the extract and not the other substances found in the
Tablets.
PPAR tablets. Because the one that enhances the recovery or the tissue regeneration is the extracts.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will use the extracts instead of the tablet, and it's also for you to be able to ensure absorption. Yeah, because the tablets, some of them are not the tablets are algae. So this is essentially
the fiber, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the protein, carbohydrates that's in the tablets, that would be eliminated in the stool. So you want the juice.
Right.
So the extract, that's what I would recommend, not the tablets at all. So for soft gel, I should say 3 soft gels a day. I think that would suffice.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jansen. Thank you, Sir Franz. Wow, it looks like we've covered all our questions today. Yay! So we're almost at the end of the webinar. As we wrap up this evening, I would love to hear your final thoughts for our viewers. Start off with Dr. Jansen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always happy to be here every Thursday doing this. Even though we've been doing this for half a decade.
Maybe 5 years. Oh my God.
Yes!
Diamond anniversary.
Well, always happy to be here. So anytime that just ask, no. I'm gonna make myself available to do this webinar every single night. Except for vacations, of course. So I'm always happy to seeing all of you participate, ask questions. You learn from us, we learn from you. Please keep on supporting the program by attending and watching. Please share the program also to people you think that we can help. Yeah. And for those of you who really needs help, I'm always here available for a consult. So just reach out. No, so they would arrange the consult. So yeah, that's it. Good night, everybody.
And as Doc Johnson was sharing just now, I also realized one thing that keeps me coming back is we have patients and viewers, right, who came to this program, got healed, and then went on with their life, Then later, maybe a year later, they themselves or a loved one or a friend encountered another health issue. So they stop watching our program once they get healed. So, I'm pointing at those viewers. You abandoned us at the moment you got what you want. But no, I understand you. That's okay, obviously, right? Unless you're truly interested in medical, learning medical stuff, our program is really so we know our viewers will come and go. You go when we've done our job and you actually got healed. Then maybe you attend one or two more times to support us. But yeah, generally you will stop because you already are healed. But then we do this because we know one day when your loved ones or yourself have another issue, you'll come back. And it's nice to know that you know where to go, that we're still here. So for some of our repeat viewers, it might be interesting. You first heard us 3 years ago, then you stopped 2.5 years ago, and then now, we're still here and we're still answering questions. So thank you for your support. Thank you for making every Thursday time that me and Doc Johnson and Sheila can actually connect with people, with patients, and to answer questions. So this is our way of giving back to the industry that we're in as well. So thank you very much. Wishing everybody a great 2026. See you guys next week.
Thank you, Sir Sean. Thank you, Dr. Jansen. But on my end, I would like to encourage everybody that regardless if you have been healed, let us help you be continuously vigilant into your journeys, most especially those who are on remission. So you can continue to be cancer-free all the way to survival. All right. Now, I just want to say thank you for your questions. Very interesting. And thank you for considering our program as program of value while we journey with you with your own battles. Now, on behalf of our patients, I'd like to thank once again our experts, Dr. Jansen Kalalan and Mr. Shyan Lim, for putting so much effort and honesty and care and passion towards all our questions for tonight. Now, please, for everybody, keep informed and explore all available options. So don't forget to like our Facebook page, Simply Nature International, and Dr. Jansen Kalalan's Facebook page, and Simply Healed Medical Group's Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Simply Nature. This is also to make sure that you get updated with our latest promos and exciting online and on-site events, which, by the way, is going to happen the month of May. We hope to see you face to face once again or an SMX event. Now, at this point, I'd like to say that the free shipping promo continues. So yes, you can still buy your PPARS liquid extract or PPARS powder extract with no shipping fees. So whether you're purchasing or ordering from Metro Manila or anywhere nationwide, you can avail this free shipping promo. And once again, this promo is only available via website. That's www.simplynature.asia. We hope to see you next week for another episode of Simply Healed webinar. And that's happening on January 29, same day, same time, Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. as well. Once again, thank you for spending your time with us tonight. This is Simply Healed webinar powered by Simply Nature International and Simply Healed Medical Group. Please remember that your curiosity about your health conditions and your victories over cancer and metabolic illnesses are what keeps us going. Because here in Simply Nature, we're always with you from start to healing. Thank you, everybody. Good night, and God bless you all.